Euro kicked off with a big blast at our Fox 40 fan favorite game of the week between Patterson and Tokay, Winters and Dixon, Foothill High School, Lincoln and Whitney, Lee Junction Bowl, Woodland Christian Highlands and Rio Vista, Franklin and Elk Grove High School, Western Sierra and Valley Christian, Turlock and Pittman, Sheldon and Modesto. You get to pick where we go, and you get TV and radio this year. You have to admit, this is awesome right now.
Yes, the energy out here is great.
My expectations for our Fox 40 fan favorite are up to here. You gotta love a rivalry game, even when it's our Fox 40 fan favorite. How important is this game tonight?
Oh, it's the biggest game of our lives. Let's go! The zoo goes hard every single game. No doubt about it.
Here is the student section that I just found. Chris K surprised me with a brand new t-shirt.
Friday night football t-shirt. Look at that from me.
The second half was out of control, so we decided to go on a hunt for the zebra. All right, you guys, have you guys seen the zebra? No. All right, guys, have you guys seen the zebra? That helped. We searched and searched, and then finally, we found the zebra. I'm not exactly sure why we're all kicking field goals at halftime here at the Woodland Christian Bradshaw Christian game, but Chris K is actually trying to go back again to see if he can make a field goal. Do it for final quarter! Oh, it's good! It's good!
10 minus 2, Martina, quick!
18.
10 minus 2.
8.
Math is not her strong suit. $8, please.
For everybody, because we were wondering how the two small schools that we've had in the poll so far were able to win with more than 23,000 votes. And so let's go ahead and just break this down for you, because this was the most votes that we've had all season. So first off, Woodland Christian has only 240 kids. Meanwhile, Bradshaw Christian has 400 students. Add that together, and we have 640 students available to vote in this poll. Now, they had 23,000 votes altogether for these two teams, which means that each student had to vote about 35 times. Divide that by the amount of times that we've had the poll up, which is 5 days. That's 7 times a day. What I'm going to go do is, once the students get here, I'm going to go ask them how many times they did vote and find out how many parents voted, as well as the coaches and whoever else is supporting of the school, and see if our math here is correct, because if it is, we just told you the secret to success, to have us and 106.5 The End come to your game on Friday night. You guys are one of the small schools that we had up in the polls, but you guys had 23,000 votes. How did you do this?
They were all my votes.
We have a strong community around us, so yeah.
So it was the parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I was just told by the student sections it was the moms that voted. So is that true?
Absolutely. You could vote once every hour, we heard, so we did.
Bradshaw has a lot of pride for its school. Our parents are really proud of our kids, and so we're always trying to support them in whatever way we can.
How many times a day do you think you voted?
Well, we try to not totally overwhelm the system, but we try to vote as often as we can with hitting refresh, and then you can always hit the button again. So
here, I have Gabe and I have Michael. They are the leaders of the zoo. You guys are crazy right now.
Absolutely. The zoo goes hard every single game.
You guys must have been talking about this all week long, right? To make sure everyone comes out for the game, to be here for 106.5 The End, and for Fox 40, right?
Yeah, we have. We had just had a rally today that got everybody pumped up. We're all ready for this right now.
That's perfect. All right, so we have to go over to Whitney. Any questions you want me to ask?
How does it feel to know that you're going to lose?
Found the best seat in the house. If you just turn around, you'll see perfect shot of the field here. And you have the comforts of your own truck, right?
Definitely. It's a good spot.
It's a good spot. So you went to Argonaut High School, right?
I did. I graduated in 2000.
And so you just want to keep coming back because you love this place.
It's amazing. Now my nephew's out there. He's the quarterback playing.
And your grandson is up for Homecoming King. Yeah, so you guys are out here.
A's. perfect young man.
He is a perfect young man. I love it.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Swave.
Oh, wow.
Swaving to boner.
She is talking to my Fox 40 fan favorite game of the week between Union Mine at Amador. And what we learned is that people love to tailgate here. We even met one fan that's been tailgating for 40 years. You're telling me that you started tailgating here as a freshman back in 1979.
Yes, I did.
So we are how many years later? Oh, God. Maybe we don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about that.
It's a hometown community. It's a small community. Everybody loves this. They love the small town atmosphere, and we got a great football team.
These kids grew up in this county and in this area, and I don't know. It's just good quality time out here. Like I said, enjoying a football game.
You guys don't like Dixon very much. They don't like you guys very much. What was fueling all the fire that you guys had?
All the smack that's been going around and everything, and I mean, we're the underdogs with a small school, so I mean, we just had that dog fight in us all game long, and it came out in the end.
In the second half, when Dixon responded, you guys had an even bigger response.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I talk about, a gritty win. You know, nothing's going to be pretty, and the way we bounce back. I told them before the game that nothing's going to be perfect. They're going to make bad plays, and it's how they respond to those, and that's one of the reasons I'm so proud of them.
You love this team.
I do. I'm a hometown boy, grew up there, and I do. I treat them like they're my kids.
It was an emotional win, a big night for Winters. You heard from Coach saying, hey, they were the underdogs. They came in here, a smaller school, with everyone thinking they weren't going to win tonight, but they did, beating Dixon for the second time in a row. Harvest Bowl is on the line. The Central California Athletic League title is on the line. Both Pittman and Turlock are undefeated coming into tonight's match. Let's dive right into the highlights. Only 4 miles separates these two schools, and they don't like each other very much. Turlock, though, came out to play. Number 35, Cameron Sherwood, gets wide open, dodges a defender, and he puts on the Jets. No one is there to catch him. Turlock is the first to score, 7-0.
Cameron Sherwood.
Sweet catch here, 3rd and 26. Turlock showing no fear. Jonah watches it up, and number 10, Holden Baldwin, comes down with it. On to the very next play. This time Jonah takes it himself, and he puts Turlock up 14-0. Turlock moving again. Miguel Pena grabs it down, and he's thinking end zone. He fumbles it inside the 10. Luckily, his teammate Lucas Curtis is right there to recover the fumble. Onto a 4th down now, same drive. Jonah with the bullet. This one back to Cameron Sherwood, coming down with it again for his second touchdown. Turlock up 21-0. They'll hit a field goal at the final seconds, and they'll take a 24-0 lead at half. All right, hey, I am here with the pig crew for Pittman High School. What's up, you guys? How long have you guys been pumped up for this game?
We have been pumped up for weeks because we know our boys can do it and they have the fight to win. Our team has been undefeated this season and it's the first time in a long time, so we just wanted to give our boys like the best game they could have tonight.
All right, we walked on over to the Turlock side, and I love you guys. Aren't we at Turlock High School?
This is our house! This is our house!
You have a 24-0 lead at half. Are you guys expecting this at all?
Honestly, I'm gonna say yeah. I knew my dogs had it the entire time.
Let's bring it into the 4th quarter now. Anthony Frias, somehow he finds a lane between the defenders, and you just knew he was gone. Turlock wins the big game, 33-0, and then here comes the celebrations. The celebration, to see your guys' side of the stadium still packed. I mean, the culture here, this is amazing, right?
Yeah, this is amazing. This is what Turlock's all about right here. Hard-nosed football, and the crowd obviously likes it.
Turlock still celebrating their 33-0 win. The regular season is now done. We are on to playoffs. Keep voting, and we'll let you know where we end up next week. Reporting from Turlock, Martina Del Bonte, Fox 40 News. Night for high school football for our Fox 40 and 106.5 The End fan favorite game of the week between Franklin and Elk Grove High School. Not only was this their homecoming game, but they're also fighting for their rights to get into the playoffs with only 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. And don't forget, it's my return back to Elk Grove High School. All right, so I'm trying to not be biased because I went to Elk Grove High School. How excited are you guys for tonight's game?
So excited.
So excited. Elk Grove float standards are pretty high, and it's been that way since 1964 when they started the parade. We'll get more into that later, but first, let's get to the game. Franklin driving, Brandon Rundarin drops back and overshoots his intended receiver. Matthew Horn steps in front of the pass, and he's off to the races, breaking the first few tackles before hitting the sidelines where his teammates finally catch up to him. To give him some more aid, Elk Grove up 7-0 at halftime. And then it was time for the homecoming parade. Homecoming is movie sequels, movie series, and so this is what we're looking at for the homecoming floats. We've been working on this for 2 weeks.
Oh, look at the intricacies there, Nemo and Dory.
Nemo and Dory looking good, finding Nemo.
Why do they look kind of like Pac-Man, though?
Somebody lost their
Not a good day for that guy.
No, yeah.
He's losing his head. But an excellent job on the T-Rex.
The T-Rex
Very
great.
Realistic with the little baby arms.
Yeah, even the Jeep is looking great. Yeah, the baby arm, that was one of their downfalls, you know, the T-Rexes.
Absolutely. Oh, no. Lion King! Who doesn't love the Lion King?
Lion King, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Yours
Okay,
is
my favorite guys from Toy Story are the ones there on the bottom there. Remember? The clown, the clown.
But did you notice? We have Buzz Lightyear on one side, and on the other side, we actually have Woody.
Ah, I was wondering where Woody was.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they did a double side thing, which I think maybe the judges will give them a few extra points.
That might take them over the top.
For being creative. You know, to me, the freshmen were impressive. They actually, for first-time floaters,
very intricate.
they really stepped it up. They're going to be a tough class.
So
to
is
beat.
this like, are we a
They're
split
gonna-
decision? I'm going seniors.
In the second half, Trayvon Frazier breaks a run to put EG up 14-0. And in the fourth quarter, Elk Grove puts this away with this touchdown by Carter Harris. The Herd goes on to win this one 28-0.
Great effort tonight. Yeah, the kids came out a little sluggish and slow first half, and then second half they really turned it on and did a great job.
A 28-0 win. Elk Grove beats their hometown rival, Franklin, and homecoming night. We will continue on, figure out where we're going next week for Fox 40 and 106.5 The End. Make sure you keep voting on fox40.com, and hopefully I'll be at your school next week. Reporting from Elk Grove, Martina Del Bonte, Fox 40 News.